life just keeps moving. Roll up your doobies and ride to the music. It could be bumpy, it could be smooth. Don't stop for shit, just keep doing you. Ain't nothing niggas say to you. Ain't nothing to it. My life.
Alright, my topic for you guys today is, what the fuck is up? And yes, I have to cuss on this. What the fuck is up with young kids' work ethics? Alright? I'm 10 years older. Well, I'm 12 years old. I'm 12 years older than this kid that just started working. And, you know, to provide a little bit of context, he's old enough to drink. Alright? And, well, he just turned old enough to drink. There you go. So now I've dated myself for you guys. And he's in the military, and I'm not. And he has to, he obviously has to work out and do PT and all that stuff. So they allow him time when he's on shift to go. But they allow him 90 minutes. Alright? Now, I'm a nice enough dude that I also go ahead and figure in, well, you got drive time to the gym, and then changing in and out of your clothes, and drive time back, and possibly a shower, you know. So, I don't know, I figure, oh, that's going to take you about 2.5 hours, right? I shit you not, this kid always takes 4 hours. He's always 4 hours into the gym. Last night, he was 5 hours. Yeah, 5 fucking hours. So I asked him, I said, hey man, you know, I remember what it's like to do PT and go work out and all that good stuff. You know, what takes you 5 hours at the gym? And he's like, oh, you know, 20 minutes to drive and take my pre-workout and change, and then 20 minutes to drive there. And then I work out for 2 hours, and then 20 more minutes to drive back, and then 20 minutes to take a shower and, you know, change again. And I'm like, okay, so that's like 3.5 hours there, bro. Let's just call it that, all right? You know, let's just round it up to 3.5 hours. What the fuck else were you doing for the last hour and a half? Oh, I was just watching some Storage Wars at the apartment. What? You know, I don't know about me, but I got work, you know, I got a guy at work. Sure, nothing's going on, right? But there's still another person at work who's expecting me to be there. And, you know, maybe does it cross your mind to even, you know, think about, hey, I got a call, make sure nothing is going on, because maybe something finally did come up, you know? No phone calls from the kid either, you know? Nothing. And that's not just it with this kid. And some of the other kids that I work with that are around his same age. You know, this kid also comes in and he plays video games on his phone or his Nintendo 3DS all night. Alright? Or not all night, I should say partly through the night. Because if he doesn't go to the gym and he's not playing on his phone, he's asleep. He tools up 2 chairs and he goes to sleep. Now the kid has no life. He has a girlfriend, so he says. Alright? But he has no other life outside of that. Because all he does is play the video games all goddamn day. Like, The Witcher just came out, The Witcher 3. He's already beaten it. And he didn't 100% it, so it only took him 140 out of the claimed 200 hours it's going to take you. But still, in that amount of time, I've only spent like 20 hours on it. And most of that is just on the nights that I'm off at home and I gotta stay up all night. So yeah, I kill about 12 hours playing the video game because I got nothing else to do all night. You know, sometimes I'll go out and walk the neighborhood or go run or something like that. But that's only going to take me 45 minutes and then I'm back. So I play the video games. But still, I mean, this shows you. So, I mean, these kids don't understand, you know, anything about work ethic. And then they get mad when you're mad at them for not doing their job. And And they just think doing their job is showing up to work. And it's like, no, bro. Sitting around the table bullshitting or sleeping while you're here or playing video games or whatever is not working. Just because you showed up doesn't mean that you came to work. Now, granted, like, I fuck around most of the night and I watch YouTube. But the first hour and a half that I'm there to 2 hours, I'm answering emails and doing other side work projects. I make sure all of that shit is done before I get on YouTube basically and start fucking around for the rest of the night, right? And then sometimes not even then I fuck around all night on YouTube. Other times I'm bettering myself. I get on and I do CBTs that aren't required for me but help with my job knowledge and everything. And I'm studying to take CSIP right now. And so I mean, that's all stuff that's going to help me be better at my job, you know. So I just don't get it with you kids. Or, well, not you kids, but, you know, the youth and the oncoming adults in the work area. What the fuck is up with them and why they can't just actually do some work. And I don't think it's entitlement, as some of you might respond to this, because these kids know that, you know, they couldn't make it through college or couldn't pay through college on their own. So they did come into, you know, the military to help with that. And they never complain about, like, oh, my parents didn't do this. We have one kid that actually completed college and just couldn't find work because everybody told him, oh, you don't have experience. So he thought, oh, what's the best way for me to get experience? Well, let me go into the military for 4 years into this certain career field, and then when I come out, I'll have the experience gained that I can get a job on the civilian side. So that was a little bit smarter for that kid, you know. But the same kind of deal. He doesn't do shit for his job. He's just really fucking smart. You just need to tell him once how to do something, and he does it. So everybody thinks he's like, you know, the greatest gift from God to our work center. And but the reality is he's pretty lazy. He doesn't want to work. You have to tell him to do something every time. He just doesn't take the initiative and get out there and work. But yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, straight up, just don't know. Don't understand, don't get it. No, I'm not going to say I'm the hardest worker in the world. Sometimes I could be pretty damn lazy at it. The job is fairly simple. Overall, it's fairly simple. I mean, it can get complex. But at the same time, I mean, I've been doing it for so long that it's like, another one of these type jobs. You know, you get kind of complacent at it. But I will say that, as I said before, I mean, if there's work to be done, that's the first thing that I want to do. I just want to go in and get the work done. And then afterwards, I could just screw off for whatever amount of time until the next job comes or somebody else says, all right, hey, since you're not busy, I got something for you. All right. And in those cases, you know, like when projects come up from your boss, like, you don't know, you can't foresee what your boss is thinking about doing, so you can't really take the initiative on that. But, you know, on some of the smaller areas that I'm talking about these kids can do, I mean, it's all over the place. So you gotta tell these kids, hey, you know, you're the new guy, you're the young dude, you know, you need to learn this shit. Go out there and do it. All right. Why aren't you doing it? You know, they give you so much attitude. You know, I don't know. It's just... Oh, man. I'm not old. I'm not that old yet to be so cynical about today's youth, but it just gets down to it. And it's a huge generation gap, too. Or a gap between the two generations, because the last crop of kids that came through my office, they're now all like a little bit older, 20, let's just say 26 to 30. And when they were younger than 25, they knew what the fuck to do, and they got shit done. And now it's these kids that are under 25 now that just don't, they just don't get shit done. So, all right, well, that's just my opinion, guys. If you work with younger kids too, and you're in your 30s as well, and you see the same thing with the under 25 crowd, give me your reasons why you think. Or if you're under 25 and you're watching this, go ahead and give me your reasons why you think I'm wrong with my opinion. And maybe we can have a good little video debate there, all right? All right, guys.